Welcome to the Final Expense Sales Academy, the hub for mastering the art of final expense life insurance sales. If you're looking to become a pro in the final expense industry, you're in the right place. My name is Kyle Williams, and I'm your host to go through the ins and outs of the final expense business, from tips to tricks to industry insights. We cover everything you need to close deals with confidence, provide true value to your clients, and become a better insurance agent. So hit that subscribe button. And let's get started on elevating your sales game one video at a time. Hey guys, in this episode we are going to talk about the objection that you'll receive at the door of "I already have insurance." So this is one of the most common objections that you're going to face at the door when you do face-to-face or door-to-door sales for final expense life insurance. So we're going to break down how to overcome that objection. So by knowing that this is one of the most common objections, you can prepare for it and you can have your talking points dialed in. So agents who have done this for some time can execute a door approach with little to no thought. So experience will teach you what to say to each objection, and they do it so many times they don't even think about it. It's second nature to them. So we can't teach you experience here if you're a new agent, but what we can do is help you think through what to say in each situation and help you shorten that experience learning curve. So first thing that you have to have is you have to have a good solid door approach. So be sure that you do have a good solid door approach. I'm not going to dive into that here. I'm going to put a link to another video that I did for a door approach that works very well. We're also going in from step 1 into step 2 of the sales process. I'm going to put a link there as well for the sales process. That way you can see that as well. So now that you've gotten past the initial door approach, you must anticipate that objections are going to come. If you hope that they do not come, you're making a grave mistake and you're setting yourself up for failure. So anticipate the objections coming so that way you can prepare and overcome the objection. So let's prepare to overcome the objection of "I already have insurance." So most agents will make the mistake of trying to pepper them with questions about the current insurance policy. I think this is a huge mistake. It puts the clients on the defensive initially, and it will be more difficult to get into the house to try to sell the person a life insurance policy. So instead, you have to work around it. And it is only a last resort or a Hail Mary attempt to ask them about their current life insurance policy. So let's go down a talking path of what to say and how this thing goes. So you do your initial door approach. You're hit with the objection of "I already have insurance." So what do you say? The first thing that you say is, "I'm assuming you were looking into some additional insurance then." If it's yes, ask for the sit. Let's talk. If it's no, we throw out another assumption. "I'm assuming then you were looking for some better insurance then." Now you can put your own colorful language on this, just something along these lines. If yes, then push for a sit. Let's sit down. Where can we sit? If no, let's go to a different direction. So now what you can do is try to get something triggered by trying to drum up some curiosity of why they did the request. There's a reason why they put in the request for wanting some info on some insurance. So if you can try to figure out what that is, figure it out. It's only a last resort that we start asking questions about their policy. And even then, I don't straight up ask them, "Who do you have your insurance with? How much coverage do you have? What's your premium?" Because I feel like it puts them in such a defensive nature, so I try to do that last resort. So before I go there, I try to drum up the curiosity by asking them a little bit of tricky questions, because I want to try to lead them the right way. So then that way, trying to make them feel very confident about what they have, because if they are unsteady or uncertain about anything they have, it's going to create a window that I have an opportunity to talk to them. So here are some questions that I ask that will help give you the best opportunity. Have your premiums ever increased? When does your premium increase? So those are two separate questions. Have they ever told you when your policy will expire? Is your policy more than $50,000 or less than $50,000? So I'm still kind of asking about their policy. What I'm looking at is those are very common characteristics of term and universal life insurance policies, obviously. So I'm looking for any holes in their potential policy. That way I can try to help them out. So if I just straight up ask them, is it a whole life policy? Does your premium stay the same? They're just going to agree with it. So you have to ask them very pointed questions that make them think through it. And if they answer incorrectly, any of them, you can drum up, just come back with a response of trying to sit down that they need to talk. and that we need to talk further because I see some issues with your policy. You may not have the best plan. So I hope this is beneficial for you. As we wrap up here, if you have any questions, comment below. Be sure to subscribe so that way you catch all our latest content. If you receive something valuable here, share it with your friends, share it on social media, and we'll see you in the next episode.